moment for YouTube to get live. Awesome. So today I'm just going to show everyone the good news and the new product that we've just gotten this week into our office. It's the Demodex Defence Cleanser. Yay! So DDC is finally here in the office, and we have shipped out all of our pre-orders, and hopefully everyone's gotten them or are getting them soon or later. If the high frequency instrument might not be there yet, it depends on the person maybe, but hopefully that's arriving soon or has arrived as well. If you have any questions about the Demodex Defence Cleanser, feel free to let us know. I can answer them now if you need. Otherwise, yeah, leave a comment below, like, follow, and subscribe to us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And yeah, keep up to date with our new stuff. So the Demodex Defence Cleanser is kind of a replacement for the shampoos. So we've named it a cleanser because technically it's more of a skin and scalp cleanser rather than a shampoo, which is more commonly known as a cleanser just for the hair and scalp. So we've renamed it and optimized it as a more of a facial cleanser and skin cleanser. So it's fine to use on the scalp. It's and the body. So feel free to use it that way as well. Essentially, just replace it with your shampoos if you already have a routine. And yeah, hopefully that doesn't cause any confusions. It's a little bit more affordable, I think, now that we've got a lot more stock of it. Yeah, because the shampoos we've essentially run out in. We keep maybe a couple just in case, but yeah, we've also, if anyone has noticed, our website has changed over to ungexau.com. So yeah, hopefully that's not too bad. If you just go to ungex.com, it'll automatically forward itself to the new website anyways, so don't worry about having to look for it or anything. It'll automatically go to the new one. So yeah, hopefully that's good. Sorry, I haven't actually slept. Yeah, had some stuff going on and only slept like 20 minutes last night. So I am hella tired, but I'll get through this. This is fine. So yeah, 100% made in Australia, Australian made and owned symbol, probably labeled there. And yeah, hopefully that's an interesting one. It's got a nice clean lid design. Yeah, for those who haven't seen the other ones, you might not notice the difference. The SDT, Skin Demodex Cleanser, looks more like this. There's only subtle differences, so like it's essentially just the name, but then also the lid. So you can tell from a few aspects. So the skin cleanser, the skin Demodex treatment is for treating mites, so actively killing the mites. The cleanser is more removing the oils and making sure that the skin or scalp is made to be a difficult environment for Demodex mites to live on, and then you kill them with the skin Demodex treatment or pro-Demodex treatment. So skin Demodex treatment if your skin is a little bit more on the sensitive side. But I would usually recommend the skin Demodex treatment anyways. It's more affordable as well. So if you get the basic kit, it'll just be these two, which is a nice starter if you're running low on a budget and do need to just treat some small symptoms. Maybe if it's just the face, let's going to last you a little bit, maybe like 1 to 2 months. Just if it's just your face, it might be good enough. It might not. That really depends on the person, since symptoms and habits can really affect the mite population a lot more than the product themselves. So yeah, skin Demodex treatment and the Demodex Defence Cleanser. Oh, names are confusing me a little bit. There's like Demodex thrown in at random places. But yeah, that's our new product with our shiny new lid. So yeah, feel free to leave a comment below. Otherwise, comment now, like, share to a friend who might be interested in having a treatment. If you want to give us some details, we can contact you and have a phone consultation with you and essentially go through the symptoms that you're having, and kind of recommend a treatment plan. Otherwise, we can just kind of help out with a couple of habits that you might be able to change before the treatment and see how that goes. Yeah, so Demodex mites are still a very underrated parasite, essentially, that lives on the skin, in the hair follicles, and comes out onto the skin during the evening and night when there's no UV, since they dislike UV. Doesn't mean you can just lie in the sun all day and it'll kill them, because they can hide from the UV in your hair follicles. So if you just lie in the sun, you're just damaging your skin rather than killing the mites. Yeah, so there's ways to treat that, which Demodex, Ungex makes products specifically designed to deter and eliminate those Demodex mites. So yeah, feel free to ask us anything about them. Things like coconut oil, just starting up with just moisturizing your skin in that way is good as well. Since coconut oil has antibacterial effects, Demodex mites eat bacteria, so if there's no bacteria for them to eat, there's less bacteria when they die. So that, sorry, I am a little bit tired, it seems. But yeah, if they have less of a food source, they can't multiply fast, and that the population is more controlled. They don't eat coconut oil, so there's coconut oil and castor oil that they don't eat, which are some of the main ingredients in our product sometimes. Maybe not castor oil. Usually we just use coconut oil, which I do recommend if you do have cold pressed organic coconut oil just being sold at your local store. That's a nice one to use just for moisturizing, rather than using some other kind of moisturizer which Demodex mites might be able to eat. So you don't want to be giving them food while trying to kill them at the same time, because that's kind of just counterintuitive. So yeah, hopefully that's cool. I wasn't going to particularly go into any discussion, since that would get confusing. I wanted to keep it as, sorry, just trying to wave back on Instagram. I'm not a professional Instagrammer. So Demodex Defence Cleanser. It's available now on our store. We've started shipping them to Amazon as well. So if you do prefer buying them off Amazon or eBay, they're going to be ready. I think it's already ready on eBay, and you can still buy them off Amazon as well, but Amazon Prime isn't there yet. We've only just shipped it yesterday, so yeah. Hey June, uh, liquid in June. Cool. So just going through the Demodex Defence Cleanser again, just for anyone who missed it the first time. That the Defense Cleanser is a cleanser for the face, skin, scalp, essentially more of a replacement for the purifying shampoo. If that's the closest thing ingredients wise, and yeah, it's supposed to be more of a easier to understand naming rather than calling it a shampoo as well. Um, so yeah, hopefully that's okay. So that'll be in all of the kits and bundles, replacing the purifying shampoo, and a lot of the time the invigorating shampoo will be replaced by the skin Demodex treatment. So if it's like an EKA1, this is getting very specific, but for those who know what that is, it's the Essential Kit A1, which will have a Demodex Defense Cleanser, Skin Demodex treatment, treatment hair tonic, and Pro Demodex treatment. So one of each product that we currently sell. So yeah, that's a good place to start if you are wondering on getting something. So yeah. Our website is now ungexau.com. If you just type in ungex.com, it'll still forward itself to it. But you'll notice that the URL has changed a little bit. We've migrated our whole website over to a different server, essentially, so host. That's just been one of our things that we've been doing. So yeah, hopefully that's good news for people who were interested in the Demodex Defence Cleanser. You might see some reviews eventually. If you do have a good view on the Demodex Defence Cleanser, or you already like the purifying shampoo, you can probably already leave a nice review somewhere to let other people know that it's a good product. So yeah, hopefully everyone's doing okay. Yeah, just going back to Demodex mites. So they are mites that live in hair follicles and come out onto the skin during the evening and night to feed off oils and dirt and bacteria that accumulates on the surface of the skin, which is why we need to cleanse it once in a while. But skin also needs natural oils, or else it doesn't have a layer of protection for bacteria to get stopped. So the hair follicles themselves produce oil to make sure that the skin is in good condition, moisturized essentially, and protects the hair follicles from bacteria and dust and everything from getting inside. So if you cleanse too much or you have dry skin, it's a lot easier for dust and bacteria to get into the hair follicles and irritate the skin, which is how you can get rosacea and other skin symptoms like acne and things. So yeah, that's just a tip and a heads up for people who use the shampoos or Demodex Defence Cleanser, if you have received one, to not use it too much, too regularly, just because it will strip away too much oil if you do use it like every day, and that can cause a lot of inflammation and reactions from the skin. So yeah, otherwise it's okay. And so even the skin Demodex treatment and the Pro Demodex treatment, the products themselves don't get really far into the hair follicles or anything, since it is difficult to get anything into hair follicles. We mostly target the surface of the skin, so Demodex mites come out to feed onto the surface of the skin, which is when we treat the skin nightly. When they come out, they get killed by the skin Demodex treatment or Pro Demodex treatment. So that's how our routine essentially works. If you have a high frequency instrument, that also helps with just getting it a little bit deeper into the hair follicle and the skin itself. So that is good to get if you are interested. We don't sell the high frequency instrument in particular. We just ship it for people from other companies. We just buy it off Amazon and stuff. So if you're interested, just feel free to look for one on your own as well. So they're good for blood circulation and just overall skin health, since it can stimulate the skin, and I think it helps produce some kind of chemical that I think it oxidizes the skin or something. Need to check up on that, but yeah, it just helps with the skin in that way, I guess. If you want to know more, leave a comment below and I'll just double check and let you know later. So yeah, if you have any questions about Demodex mites, feel free to contact us. If you would like to jump on our website and try the Demodex mite test, it's a free 22-question quiz that will essentially go through just daily habits that might be influencing your skin symptoms, your habits that might be helping the Demodex mites populate in numbers. So then it'll give you a brief indication of how many mites you might have, and we'll try to contact you just to follow up and chat with you on a phone call, maybe go through some of the symptoms and why Demodex mites might be causing those symptoms. Yeah, hopefully that's something that people are interested in. If you are interested in that, jump on our website at ungex.com and let us know. We also have a live chat there, so you can message us on that. Cool. So, my eyes are getting very tired. It's the end of the day on a Friday, so it's about time to get some good rest for the weekend. I'm just gonna grab some water. So a lot of things do contribute to skin health. So you want to make sure that you're eating healthy, sleeping healthy, exercising, and there's little habits and tips and tricks here and there that are more specific for Demodex mites, and can kind of target them a lot more. But general skin health is more of something that you would start off with as a general treatment. If you wear makeup daily, is it safe to use the wash daily? So yeah, getting makeup off, you would probably use the Demodex Defence Cleanser. That's okay to use. Make sure to, after the cleanser, use SDT, and then you can add coconut oil to moisturize your skin, just in case it's not moisturized enough. That's really good, just because coconut oil does have antibacterial effects, and is something that Demodex mites can't eat. So that's really handy. Cold pressed organic coconut oil isn't that expensive, but it is good. I've been using it at night. Thank you. No problem. Yeah. So for things like scalp, you really wouldn't want to use the cleanser too often, just because scalp is a lot more sensitive with things like shampoos, having chemicals like it's not chemicals, but like having any kind of cleanser that removes oils that hair kind of needs is difficult for the hair to kind of grow in. But if you have really oily scalp, that's kind of something that you would probably use a little bit more often. That kind of depends on the person as well. So yeah, but if possible, just warm water and cold water is recommended, just because that's definitely just going to be water and will definitely not feed the mites and doesn't remove all the oils. Water can still help, like warm water can still help remove a lot of stuff like makeup and oils. Of course, you would want to use some kind of cleanser, or else makeup's difficult to get off. You don't want to use other soaps just because you don't know what's in the soaps a lot of the time, and whether mites can eat it. So yeah. What else do I need to mention? Yeah, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Take our mite test if you haven't. We've got a lot of documents, articles that you can look at. You can probably almost just research articles on your own as well. There's a lot of things out there. Of course, some of them kind of counteract. You got to look at both sides to really know the issue, because demonic mites are still very under-researched, if that's the word. So it's important to get to know them as much as possible. Ungex, our research team, has been doing the best they can to get to know demonic mites and what they dislike, what they get killed by, what they eat, and make sure that we avoid those things, and make sure that we make the products as safe as possible for people, as well as strong to fight off demonic mites. So, sorry, I was mumbling a little bit there. Hopefully that was audible. And yeah, if you have any more questions, feel free to let us know, and I'll get back to them as soon as I can. On Facebook, YouTube, either's fine. Instagram, I think it's only a live thing, so that's fine, I think. Yeah. So sensitive areas, you would use skin Demodex treatment, but if it's still too much, it's okay to dilute it. If you don't have a mixing bottle, that's fine. You can try to use something that's clean. But if you buy something and ask for a mixing bottle, we can chuck one in as well, which is just an empty bottle that we know that doesn't have any other ingredients or product inside. Because I don't know, if you use like an empty shampoo bottle or something, you've got like a lot of shampoo on the sides. Or if you use a Gatorade bottle or something, you're going to definitely have like sugar or something in the bottle somehow if you haven't washed it properly, and then demonic mites can eat off that, and you don't want that. So something clean, like the mixing bottles we can provide. Liquid in June, thanks. Have a good weekend. You have a good weekend too. Thank you. Just gonna wave back. Sharifi. Yeah. So the skin Demodex treatment is really good. Pro-Demodex treatment is also very good. If it's just kind of face symptoms, go for the skin Demodex treatment. Unless you've used this for a while and you're ready to power up, just because the skin Demodex treatment is kinder on the skin. It kind of respects the skin whilst treating the demonic mites. The Demodex treatment is kind of an all-out, let's just kill all the mites and see how it goes kind of treatment. It can be used on other things like bedding, towels, which is what it's good for, as well as the skin on the body. Probably less sensitive areas are better, just because it's strong. If you're using the skin Demodex treatment and you feel like the Demodex treatment is going to be fine on your skin as well, feel free to use that as well. So you can gradually step up the strengths as well. So if you have a mixing bottle, you can go maybe 1 to 1, maybe even less, like 1 to 3, 1 to 2, 1 to 1, over a number of weeks. So maybe 2 weeks of 1 PDT, 3 water. Then the next 2 weeks you might go a little bit more, a little bit more. But it depends on the person as well. I actually have to mention that all the time. It's really a matter of what kind of symptoms you have, what areas are affected, what kind of skin type that you have, any other kinds of health issues you might have, maybe just what you eat, weather conditions at the time, whether you use a lot of makeup or not. These things can really affect the treatment and how it goes. So yeah, it's important to know that there's no magic miracle product that'll just do everything for you. You really have to know what you're getting into, the steps that you have to take, and then the products can help with that. So yeah, hopefully that's been an okay session to just mention these things. And if anyone has any tips that they might want to share, feel free to share it as well. So yeah, if you have dry skin, make sure you try to use coconut oil or something to moisturize the skin a little bit more after using the SDT or PDT. So you want to apply that below, just because the demonic mites are going to be coming out, and you want that to hit them first, essentially. Even though the coconut oil is still antibacterial and they don't eat it, so that's okay. But especially if you're going to put on makeup or something, you want to apply some PDT or SDT first, and then put some makeup on as minimal as possible if you have to. But sometimes you've got to do that. So we try to make sure that we can optimize the protocol for your kind of needs, your necessities, what you go through in your daily life. And yeah, so if you do want to chat with us, it's really important to know every little detail, because every little step can help. And it's a waste to not take that kind of opportunity, especially when it's to do with the skin. And a lot of people kind of find confidence in having good skin. So it's sometimes more of an issue than having like crooked teeth, or you might have lost a teeth or something, since you can just close your mouth, and that's not always the best solution, but it's harder to hide your face. So it's important to invest a little bit into your skin. And yeah, hopefully that was okay. Feel free to like, follow, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Leave a comment below. Try out our demonic mite test on our website at ungex.com. And I'll hopefully see you guys next week. Bye. Thanks for watching. I'm just going to finish this off. And finish YouTube.